everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Matt.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Now a first down throw, Watson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A look at the numbers from last week for Olsen. 9 catches, 65 yards.
And that touchdown was his first of the year, and you know he's eager to get more of those.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Here's Watson now on second down. Pass incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Watson now to throw. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-opening opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Let's go! Right at 38! Right at 38!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Watson on first down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
To throw on second is Watson. A screen to Bell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller since that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To the air yet again, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. To throw is Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these kids, that is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it again with Miller. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Luck. And able to find Conley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
A look at the numbers from last week for Miller. 18 carries, 82 yards.
And he scored his first touchdown of the year in last week's game. So now he's hoping that helps establish a rhythm. And maybe now he can score a few in bunches starting with this one.
He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want. Get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck underneath for Miller. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Miller. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now a play fake, and it's Luck. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Vinatieri's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And caught left side, Olsen. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Come on, let's go.
From the 50, it's Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st down, it's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go.
Again, it's Lewis. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now they go screen. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio.
Out of the gun, Watson. The quick slant caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Greg Olsen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. but now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
That time, a 9-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And a look now at Lamar Miller. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Here's Luck now on second down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A shotgun snap for Love. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Take Carradine. Able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. 3rd and 2, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Fresh set of downs here. Watson looks to throw again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
Again, it's Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's Watson. Bell sheds him off. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs went to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, it's locked. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Love. Setting up the screen for Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, Love. And he's got room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. To throw on second down is Locke. Completion left side to Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Luck on first down. Complete to the tight end, Jason Morrow. So nothing separating these two teams as we head to the break. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Again, it's Miller. Well, they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Locke. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Given 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go.
it's Watson. A screen to Bell. Spins away. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Now a first down throw, Watson. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive?
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Third and long, it's Watson. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. On fourth down, Watson eluding the pressure. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Play action. It's locked. Benjamin with it over the middle. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard around the 37. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but, boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Amaro's got it, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jace Amaro, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
This is taken at his 4. A strong running. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And caught left side, Olsen. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. From the 50, it's Watson. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down. Get to the fourth.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Looking the Colts, looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Off of play action. Luck. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances, putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Jones in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And over the middle here, Amaro. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, here's Miller. And some room to maneuver. Pushing his way through. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it third down. A shotgun snap for Locke. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Now, Dion Lewis to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Let's go!
On second down, here's Watson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on second is Watson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Here we go.
Now it's Watson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Watson now to throw. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Now Watson. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff to Miller, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. On the counter, it's Miller. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 38-yard line. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie it.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes. If the opening's there, someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3, put that on the board, and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love the score to win it. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
This will be caught by Brown. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards on the play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw, and it's caught. And give him a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Down to 7 seconds now, 6. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher.
you